Ever feel like you are trying to keep everything in check? Balancing work and personal life can be tricky, right? Imagine this. You're juggling deadlines, emails, and meetings, all while trying to have a life outside of work. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. But hey, no need to stress because finding a balance is totally doable and it's super important for our peace of mind. Let's chat about some easy tips to find that perfect middle ground between work and fun. Tip number 1. Learn to say no. Saying no can be tough. Even I struggle with it sometimes. But trust me, it's a game changer when it comes to finding balance. Look at Oprah Winfrey. Despite being crazy successful, she's really good at setting boundaries. Oprah knows when to turn down things that don't fit her priorities, giving her more time for herself and her loved ones. So take a cue from Oprah and don't be afraid to politely say no to extra stuff that makes you feel overwhelmed. Tip number 2. Prioritize self-care. Okay, listen up. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's super important. Look at Elon Musk. Yeah, the guy who's into SpaceX and Tesla. He's all about working hard, but he's also big on self-care. Musk gets that to do your best at work, you gotta look after yourself first. So whether it's hitting the gym, chilling out with some meditation, or just doing something you love, make sure you're taking time for yourself. Remember, you can't help others if your own cup is empty. Tip number 3. Work smarter, not harder. So here's the deal. Technology in our digital world can be a blessing or a curse for work-life balance. But if you use it right, it's a game changer for getting stuff done. Look at Tim Ferriss, for instance. He's all about getting the most done with least stress. Ferriss uses tech to make tasks easier, streamline his work, and even pass off some stuff to others. So he's got more time for what really matters. Bottom line, don't be afraid to use technology to work smarter, not harder. Tip number 4. You can't do it all. Okay, hear me out. You're not a Superman. We all have our limits and that's totally fine. Knowing when to pass the baton is the key to staying balanced. Check out Sheryl Sandberg, the big shot at Facebook. She's all about handing off tasks both at work and home. Sandberg gets that trying to do everything leads to burnout. So whether it's giving tasks to your team at work or getting family to help with chores, don't hesitate to share the load. Tip number 5. Quality over quantity. In this crazy world, it's easy to get sucked into always being busy. But in the middle of all that chaos, remember this. It's better to have quality time than just a lot of time, especially with the people you care about. Take Warren Buffett, for example. Yeah, the rich dude. Even with his crazy schedule, he's all about spending good time with his family and friends. Buffett knows it's not about how much time you spend together, but how awesome those moments are. So put down your phone, be there, and make every moment count. And tip number 6. Learn to disconnect. In our always connected world, learning to take a break is super important. Take it from Ariana Huffington, the brain behind the Huffington Post. Even though she's all about digital stuff, she's big on unplugging and chilling out. Huffington says getting enough sleep, being mindful, and taking it easy are the key to staying creative and on point. So don't be shy about putting away your gadgets, taking a break from the online world, and giving yourself some well-deserved downtime. Alright, last but not the least, finding the right balance between work and life isn't something you just achieve and forget about. It's more like a journey, It's about aiming for a nice flow instead of stressing over being perfect. So cut yourself some slack, go with the ups and downs of life, and remember, it's totally okay to readjust when things feel off. And hey, who knows? With a bit of effort and a whole lot of self-love, you might just find that balance you have been after all this time.